Ever wonder why some people eat anything they want and never gain a pound, while you struggle to burn even a few calories? What if I told you it's not luck, it's your metabolism? And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to speed it up naturally without crazy workouts or starvation diets. Stay with me, because this could completely change the way your body burns fat.
Metabolism is not something you were born with and then stuck with for the rest of your life. A lot of people believe that some individuals are naturally lucky with a fast metabolism while others are doomed to struggle forever, but that belief is not accurate. Your metabolism is a dynamic system that constantly responds to what you do every day. It changes based on how you eat, how much you move, how well you sleep, and how you manage stress. This means your metabolism is always adapting, and you have far more control over it than most people realize. When you eat regularly and give your body enough nutrients, your metabolism feels safe and supported. It doesn't need to conserve energy, so it continues to burn calories efficiently. On the other hand, when you skip meals, crash diet, or constantly eat very low calories, your body senses danger. It assumes food is scarce and slows down calorie burning to protect you. This is not your body working against you, it is your body doing its job. Understanding this shift in mindset is important because it helps you stop blaming yourself and start working with your body instead of fighting it. Daily movement plays a massive role in how fast your metabolism runs. This doesn't only mean going to the gym. Simple actions like walking more, standing instead of sitting for long periods, taking the stairs, and staying physically active throughout the day all send signals to your body that it needs energy. When your body receives these signals consistently, it adapts by increasing its energy output. Over time, this leads to a more efficient and responsive metabolism that burns more calories even during rest. Muscle also changes the metabolic equation. Muscle tissue requires more energy to maintain than fat tissue, which means the more muscle you have, the higher your baseline calorie burn becomes. You don't need extreme workouts or heavy lifting to benefit from this. Even moderate resistance training, done consistently, can shift your metabolism in a positive direction. The key is regular stimulation that tells your body muscle is necessary, so it keeps and builds it rather than breaking it down. Sleep and recovery are often overlooked, yet they directly influence metabolic health. When you sleep well, your hormones stay balanced, your appetite is better controlled, and your body processes nutrients more efficiently. When sleep is poor, your metabolism becomes less effective, and your body prioritizes fat storage. This shows that metabolism is not just about food or exercise, but about how well your entire system is functioning together. All of this proves that metabolism is not a fixed trait or a genetic sentence. It is a flexible process shaped by everyday choices. Small changes, repeated consistently, create powerful long-term effects. When you nourish your body properly, stay active, build muscle, rest well, and reduce stress, your metabolism adapts to support you. Over time, your body becomes more energetic, more efficient, and more capable of maintaining a healthy weight and overall well-being. The foundation of a healthy and efficient metabolism is built on muscle, protein, and consistent movement. These three elements work together to create an internal environment where the body naturally burns more calories and uses energy more effectively. When any one of these is missing, metabolic function begins to suffer, even if other areas seem to be in place. Understanding how these factors interact helps explain why some people struggle with fat loss despite eating less or exercising more. Muscle plays a critical role because it is metabolically active tissue. Unlike fat, muscle requires energy to maintain itself at all times, even when the body is at rest. This means that the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn throughout the day without doing anything extra. Muscle does not only come from heavy lifting or intense training. It is built and maintained through regular resistance, whether that resistance comes from weights, bands, or bodyweight exercises. Consistent stimulation tells the body that muscle is necessary, encouraging it to keep and strengthen that tissue rather than breaking it down. Protein is essential because it supports muscle repair, maintenance, and growth. Every time you move, train, or even go about your daily activities, small amounts of muscle tissue are broken down. Protein provides the building blocks needed to repair this tissue and make it stronger. In addition, protein has a higher thermic effect than carbohydrates or fats, meaning the body burns more calories digesting it. This makes protein especially valuable for metabolic health, as it supports both muscle preservation and calorie burning. Adequate protein intake also helps regulate appetite by increasing feelings of fullness and reducing cravings, which indirectly supports a more stable metabolism. Daily movement connects everything together. While structured exercise is important, metabolism benefits greatly from overall activity throughout the day. Walking, standing, stretching, and staying physically engaged send continuous signals to the body that energy is required. This increases total daily energy expenditure and prevents the metabolic slowdown that often occurs with prolonged sitting. People who move more throughout the day tend to have a higher baseline metabolism compared to those who are sedentary, even if they perform the same workout routine. When muscle, protein, and movement are combined consistently, the body becomes more efficient at using energy. Blood sugar control improves, hormones remain more balanced, and fat becomes easier to access and burn. This combination also helps protect against muscle loss during weight loss, which is critical for maintaining a higher metabolic rate over time. Without these foundations, calorie restriction alone often leads to slower metabolism and frustrating plateaus. This approach shifts the focus away from short-term fixes and toward long-term metabolic health. Building muscle, eating enough protein, and staying active daily create a strong metabolic base that supports fat loss, energy levels, and overall health. Instead of forcing the body to burn calories through extreme measures, these habits encourage the body to do what it is naturally designed to do: burn energy efficiently and consistently. Sleep and stress play an enormous role in determining how efficiently your metabolism functions, and yet they are often completely overlooked in discussions about fat loss and energy. Many people focus solely on diet and exercise, thinking that as long as they move enough and eat the right foods, their metabolism will naturally take care of itself. The truth is that without adequate sleep and effective stress management, all of the effort put into workouts and nutrition can be severely undermined. Sleep and stress directly influence the hormones that regulate hunger, fat storage, energy expenditure, and overall metabolic function, making them essential pieces of the puzzle. When you don't get enough sleep, your body experiences a cascade of hormonal changes that work against fat loss and energy regulation. One of the most important hormones affected is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol levels, which can result from sleep deprivation or chronic stress, signal the body to store more fat, particularly around the abdomen. Cortisol also affects blood sugar regulation, making it harder for the body to use glucose efficiently, which can lead to energy crashes, cravings for high-calorie foods, and eventually weight gain. Additionally, lack of sleep decreases leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, and increases ghrelin, the hormone that triggers hunger. This imbalance makes it far more likely to overeat, reach for unhealthy snacks, or feel constantly unsatisfied after meals. Over time, sleep deprivation can turn the body into a state where it is actively resisting fat loss, no matter how disciplined your diet and workouts are. Stress works in a very similar way, even if you are sleeping enough. Chronic stress, whether from work, personal life, or even constant exposure to digital devices and social media, keeps the body in a prolonged state of fight or flight. This means cortisol remains elevated, heart rate stays higher, and metabolic processes related to digestion and energy expenditure slow down. The body is essentially prioritizing immediate survival over long-term energy balance. Digestion may become less efficient, nutrient absorption decreases, and fat burning is suppressed. People under chronic stress often notice stubborn belly fat, difficulty losing weight, low energy, and poor motivation for exercise. The good news is that both sleep and stress are controllable factors. Prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night allows the body to restore hormonal balance, repair muscle, process nutrients efficiently, and maintain a healthy metabolism. Sleep consistency, going to bed and waking up at roughly the same times every day, is just as important as total sleep hours because it regulates the body's internal clock and supports proper hormone cycles. Managing stress doesn't require completely changing your life but rather finding practical strategies that help lower cortisol levels and promote relaxation. Simple practices such as walking, stretching, meditation, deep breathing, journaling, or even disconnecting from screens for a short time each day can make a significant difference over time. When sleep and stress are addressed alongside nutrition and exercise, the body becomes far more efficient at burning calories, utilizing energy, and maintaining hormonal balance. Energy levels increase, cravings diminish, fat becomes easier to lose, and overall health improves. Ignoring sleep and stress may sabotage even the most rigorous diet and exercise routine, but focusing on them provides one of the most powerful, natural ways to enhance metabolism and support sustainable weight management. Consistency is by far one of the most important factors when it comes to speeding up metabolism and achieving long-term health and fitness goals. Many people fall into the trap of searching for quick fixes, miracle pills, or extreme shortcuts, hoping that a single trick will dramatically increase calorie burning or melt away fat overnight. The reality is that there is no single action, supplement, or exercise that can permanently transform metabolism instantly. True metabolic improvement comes from the repeated, daily choices you make over time, building habits that support your body instead of constantly working against it. This is why consistency matters more than intensity, perfection, or temporary bursts of effort. Every system in your body responds to patterns. Hormones, digestion, muscle repair, and energy expenditure all adjust based on the signals you give them consistently. Eating nutritious meals occasionally won't fully support your metabolism if the rest of the week is dominated by processed foods or irregular eating habits. Similarly, one intense workout session does not create lasting metabolic change if the following days are spent sitting, neglecting activity, or under chronic stress. It is the accumulation of small, well-aligned actions over time that trains your metabolism to function efficiently, burn calories more effectively, and maintain energy balance. Building habits consistently also provides the body with predictability, which is crucial for proper metabolic functioning. When your body can anticipate regular fuel intake, physical activity, and recovery periods, it can regulate hormones more effectively, maintain energy levels, and optimize fat burning. Irregular habits, extreme dieting, and sporadic workouts create stress on the system, signaling to the body that energy may be scarce and prompting it to conserve calories. Over time, this unpredictability slows metabolism and makes it increasingly difficult to achieve sustainable results. Consistency teaches the body that it is safe to operate at a higher metabolic rate because it can rely on regular nourishment, movement, and rest. Consistency also builds compounding effects, which are often underestimated. Small actions done consistently add up to significant metabolic improvements over weeks and months. Strength training a few times per week preserves and builds muscle, supporting calorie burn even at rest. Drinking water consistently throughout the day ensures hydration and supports digestion and thermogenesis. Regular sleep schedules stabilize hormones and appetite, reducing cravings and improving energy utilization. Daily stress management techniques, even if brief, keep cortisol levels in check, which allows fat burning to occur more efficiently. Individually, these actions might seem minor, but over time, they collectively create a metabolism that functions optimally. Another aspect of consistency is mindset. By committing to consistent habits, you shift the focus from quick results to long-term health. This approach reduces the frustration that comes from relying on temporary fixes that never last. When you see the benefits of steady, repeated actions, your confidence grows, motivation increases, and your body responds more positively to continued effort. Consistency also allows you to track progress realistically and make small adjustments without abandoning the process entirely, ensuring that metabolic improvements are sustainable and lasting. Ultimately, consistency is the secret behind a metabolism that works with you instead of against you. It is not glamorous or immediate, but it is infinitely more effective than any fad diet, miracle pill, or extreme workout regimen. By showing up every day with supportive choices in nutrition, movement, sleep, and stress management, you create a metabolic environment that maximizes calorie burn, preserves muscle, balances hormones, and improves overall energy. This steady, committed approach is what produces true, long-lasting results in health, fitness, and body composition, turning metabolism into a reliable partner in your journey rather than a mysterious obstacle.